welcome to Enter the Nebula, episode 10. I did have a topic for today. We're going to punt that down the road, though, because something happened this weekend, and I thought that it would be a great opportunity to talk about it and parlay it into, what we do as leaders, both inside and outside of technology. If you're not in the DMV area, you may not know that we received a little bit of snow this weekend. So after cleaning off the snow, the next thing that I normally do is go online and check our trash pickup to see if we're the same day, which for us is Wednesdays, or if we get moved down the week due to the inclement weather. Right on top of the website it says trash pickup on time, which again, they probably think to yourself, where are you going? Well, later in the day, I was taking a little bit of a break and scrolling Facebook as one does, and I noticed in our community page someone wrote, is there going to be trash pickup on time this week? And I just thought to myself, man, what a great example of what we deal with sometimes as leaders, again, both inside and outside technology, and working with and helping to develop employees on how to be independent problem solvers and critical thinkers, and what are ways in which we as leaders can instill that into our teams so that you don't end up running around dealing with red flags that maybe aren't red flags or aren't fires and could be handled by your people, right? And I think sometimes we're to blame because as leaders, we love to tell our people, door's always open. It's okay. Anything you need, you could come to me. But then what that can start to do is your office door can become a revolving door, and you can end up spending a lot of time doing work with or for your employees rather than focusing on the work that you should be focusing on. So what do we do? How do we help instill that level of independence? I think the first thing is telling them that, hey, it's my expectation that when things come up, let's do some due diligence, do a little bit of digging, do some critical thinking, maybe reach out to another group that has to do with that particular issue rather than just, hey, something's down, I need help. The other thing is just teaching people how to talk. And I think it can be helpful both inside and outside of business. And kudos to a former CIO and vice president of mine who taught me this, really kind of broke it down into 4 steps. And it was, 1, what's the problem? State your problem. I think so many times we get into an office and we start telling background context, and leaders don't have time for that, especially the higher level, more executive folks. We need to know, what is the problem? Tell me what's going on. And then what is your proposed solution? Don't just bring problems to the table, bring solutions to the table. We've all heard that. What are the solutions? What have you already tried? What things are we working on right now to mitigate that problem? And what are the impacts? What are the impacts to the solution? What are the impacts to the problem? Is it a 5-alarm fire or is it not a 5-alarm fire? Is it Thursday night and payroll's not going to run tomorrow? Where are we in the issue that we're dealing with? And then finally, does it need to be dealt with today, or can it be dealt with tomorrow? This way of formulating sentences and talking to people, I think, really not only instills a better way to communicate and more productivity, but it also teaches your employees to critically think for themselves and go find some solutions and troubleshoot things rather than just putting their hand up and full stop. It helps with productivity, helps with working efficiently, and ultimately, I think, brings higher job satisfaction to your group. Thank you for listening and following along. If you want to read the full article, the link is down below. I also thank you for all the support as I continue to search for the next step in my career. If you think you know of a great full-time role where I would be a great fit, I would love to hear from you. I wish everyone a great rest of your week and weekend, and I'll see you next week.